Bucky was changing, and everyone close to her could feel it, even the ones who didn't know how to say it. At first, it started small. She stopped crying about not having children. She stopped waiting at the window for Femi to return home. She stopped thinking about the fashion shop she once dreamed about. Now, every morning after Femi left for work, Bucky would call Titi. Sometimes, even before Titi arrived, she was already dressed. The two of them would go to boutiques where Bucky spent hours trying on expensive clothes, tight jeans, short gowns, bold collars she had never worn before. "Wear this one," Titi would say, handing her a shiny dress. "Men in Lagos like this one. Not wrapper and slippers." They laughed. Bucky smiled at herself in the mirror. She looked like someone she didn't know, but she liked it. From the boutique, they would go to the salon. Bucky started wearing long, straight wigs. Her nails were always freshly done, long and painted in bright colors. They would sit in the spa and get body massages while talking and laughing about boring husbands and fun Lagos boys. Titi was always saying one thing. "You're too fine to be locked up in the house. You're too young to live like an old woman. Your husband is always working. Where is your own fun?" Bucky listened. And slowly, she started to believe it. One Friday evening, after spa treatment, Titi said to her, "There's a small party tonight. Come with me. You'll meet people, real people, not these serious men that forget they have wives." At first, Bucky refused. No. Femi might not like it." Titi rolled her eyes. "Femi is probably in one boardroom meeting or planning another boring business trip. You deserve to enjoy too. Just come. Nothing bad will happen." That night, Bucky wore a short black dress, red heels, and long bone straight wig. Titi came to pick her in an Uber. They went to a lounge in Lekki, soft music, low lights, sweet drinks. And that's where Bucky met Dave. Dave was tall, brown-skinned, and had this deep voice that made people turn. He smelled nice and smiled like he had no problems in this world. Titi introduced him. "Dave, meet my friend, Bucky." Dave smiled at her. "Wow, you didn't tell me your friend is this beautiful." Bucky blushed, something she hadn't done in months. They talked. Bucky laughed. Dave asked questions that Femi never asked anymore, about her childhood, her favorite music, her fears, and even her dreams. She didn't tell him she was married. When Titi drove her back home that night, Bucky sat quietly in the back seat, holding her phone and staring at Dave's number he had saved for her. Titi turned and said, "Now you see. There are men who will look at you and not see wife of somebody. They will see a woman. Just a woman." One hot Tuesday morning, without notice, Femi's mother arrived from Ondo. She walked into the mansion with her wrapper tied tightly and a handbag clutched under her arm. The maid opened the gate and welcomed her. Femi had no idea she was coming. When he saw her, he was surprised. "Mama, you didn't tell me you were coming." "I didn't want to disturb you," she said, looking around the house like something was out of place. "Where is your wife?" Bucky came down the stairs, slowly. Her hair was long. Her nails were sharp and red. Her clothes were not the same type Mama saw her wearing in the village. "Good afternoon, Mama," she said casually. The old woman was quiet, scanning her from head to toe. Later that day, Mama pulled Femi aside. "My son," she began. "What is happening here? Is this the same Bucky we begged you to marry? What is she turning into?" Femi frowned. "Mama, please don't start." "I will start. She looks different, she acts different. And where are the children? Almost 2 years and nothing." Femi raised his voice. "Mama, please. You wanted me to marry her. I did. Let us have peace. God will give us children in His time." So, now I'm the problem? Mama asked. I should close my eyes and pretend all is well? Femi walked away. But Mama didn't stop. She went straight to Bucky's room. Young lady, come here, Mama called. Bucky stood by the door, crossed her arms. Mama, we don't shout in this house. What? I said, if you want to shout, go back to the village. This is Lagos. This is my husband's house. Go and shout in your husband's house. Mama was shocked. Her eyes widened. You dare talk to me like that? Femi walked in at that moment and stood watching. Mama, she said, turning to him, your wife just insulted me in your presence. Say something. But Femi turned around and walked away. Mama sat on the chair and began crying. God, what have I done to deserve this? Bucky looked at her and said, so because I married your son, I should not be free again. I should not look good. I should stay like a slave in the house. Mama shouted, give my son a child. Bucky shouted back, ask your son who is always too busy why we don't have a child yet. Mama froze. This was not the soft-spoken Bucky from the village. This one looked like a different woman. A city woman. That night, Bucky called Titi and told her everything. Titi laughed. That's how they do. They come from the village and think you're still the same bush girl they knew. Don't let her scare you. What should I do? Bucky asked. Show her pepper, Titi replied. Ignore her. Sleep when you want. Let the maid cook. Let her see that you're not her house girl. And Bucky did exactly that. The next morning, Mama woke up early and sat in the living room. Bucky didn't come down. She stayed in her room, scrolling through her phone. The maid brought tea to Mama. Bucky didn't check on her. She was busy chatting with Dave. By evening, she told Dave she was bored. He told her to come out, that he would take her somewhere fun. She got dressed and left. Mama saw her leave the house in a short dress and gold heels. She called her son later and said, Femi, your wife has changed. She is going out every evening. Are you watching her at all? Femi sighed. Mama, I'm tired. I don't want problems. Mama was speechless. She dropped the call. As the days went by, Bucky and Dave got closer. He made her feel wanted. He sent her gifts. He told her she was beautiful. He didn't talk about children or house chores or being patient. He just made her laugh. Titi encouraged it. Go out with him, she would say. Life is short. You've spent enough time waiting for one man to give you happiness. Bucky started sneaking out. Sometimes, she would lie that she was going to the spa. Other times, she would say she had lunch plans with her cousins. But she would meet Dave. They talked. They held hands. They kissed. Bucky felt like she was finally alive. But what she didn't know was that Titi had her own plans. A hidden agenda. And very soon, the truth would come out. But when it does, it will shake everything Bucky and Femi built. Everything.